Welcome to the rate shopping demo for INNORoute. A quick overview of INNORoute and rate shopping. INNORoute is a product of Logic and Logistics. INNORoute is a multi-carrier, multi-mode shipment optimization tool. Logic and Logistics can be found on the web at logicandlogistics.com, and our phone number is below. I want to take you through a quick overview of what INNORoute is. And the first thing to know is that INNORoute is not a low-end fleet routing tool. It's not a low-end fleet router. INNORoute is a complete shipment planning tool. That means that it's multi-carrier. It supports all your carriers and rates. It's multi-mode. It supports all your modes: LTL, truckload, fleet, multi-modal, and hybrid. A lot of you may know about i2's Transportation Modeler and CAPS Pro. INNORoute is similar to those. INNORoute creates least cost, optimized shipping plans. It can be used and it supports shippers and 3PLs. It supports retail, wholesale, and manufacturing. And it supports the top 10 saving strategies in logistics. You can get more info on those top 10 strategies at Strategies 2010 at logicandlogistics.com. Now let's talk about the benefits of rate shopping in INNORoute. INNORoute shops all your carriers on file. It calculates the least cost carrier of all those carriers. It uses your actual carrier rates, not estimates. It supports LTL discounting. It supports LTL, truckload, fleet, multimodal, and hybrid. You can calculate using origin and destination routes or multi-stop routes. It supports fuel surcharges. And the tariffs and the rates are very easy to set up and maintain. So let's go to the actual rate shopping screen. So this is the rate shopping screen. And the first thing you see is that INNORoute can calculate least cost using all your carriers. Here we're at the origin zip code. Now we're putting in the destination zip code. And we're going to put in the weight. And then click the rate screen, the rate button. The first thing you see is that INNORoute produces a list of all the carriers that provide service for this route. The rates are in ascending order. You can see the SCAC of each carrier listed. And again, the net charges ascending in sorted in ascending order. You can simply look at LTL carriers and rate, and then you get a list of LTLs. You can simply click on full truckloads and rate and get a list of all the truckload carriers. We can change the pounds at will and rate again. So as you can see, the rating screen is very flexible. Here we're going to go look at a specific carrier, FedEx, and rate it. So again, the rating screen is extremely flexible. Let's set it back to least cost carrier. Rate again. Now we're going to talk about some of the background operations in rating and rate shopping. Each carrier has a tariff, obviously, and you can access that tariff through the View Tariff button which gives you access to the tariff screen. So here we're looking at the Averitt 2008 tariff. You can see various attributes for the Averitt 2008 tariff. You can see the beginning and ending dates, the mode, the rate method, and the data file that the rates come from. You can also access and edit the surcharge methods. There's a very complex surcharge method available. There is a standard surcharge method for LTL and one for truckload. Or you can just put in a simple, for example, 5% surcharge. Now we're going to look at actually where the rates come from. We've looked at where the tariffs come from. Now we're going to look at where the rates come from. So we click on View Rate, and we see what's called a rate record. First thing you see is that there are origins and destination codes, and these are, in this particular example, they're lists of states. You can see that we have an LTL discount, in this case 80%, and a minimum $50. So the way this works is that the rate screen calculates the rate from all origin codes to all destination codes. You can use any USPS code. So here we're changing it from an origin of 30338 to a 3-digit zip code of 294. You can also put in a range, 294 to 295 for example. You could put in states, for example. Here we're putting in Georgia and South Carolina. If you are creating a tariff from 30338 to the entire U.S., you just put in USA. You can also put in cities, which is not exactly a USPS code, but if you use the official city name, it'll work. In this case, we're using Charleston, South Carolina. So again, any USPS zip code can be used for an origin code or a destination code. You can then put in the discount rate, at, in this case 80%, and the minimum, $50. Then you can put in the beginning date and ending date, the effective dates, basically, and you've created a rate record. We're going to wrap this up by talking about Logic and Logistics, the creators of INNORoute. Logic and Logistics is a logistics software development and cost consulting firm. You can find us on the web at logicandlogistics.com. We provide advanced .NET-based logistics tools. We provide full shipment optimization tools. Our tools are capable of optimizing complete commercial carriers as well as fleet carriers. We provide supply chain and logistics consulting services. And we provide transportation network optimization services. You can contact us at 404-723-2443. Thank you for attending this rate shopping demo for Logic and Logistics.